Hello, folks. I am Ed Overstreet, and we are imaging the sun again today. And I'll probably do it every day from now until my clouds return. And we may have a hurricane before it's over with. So let's get started. Well, we're back, and that was short and quick. And let me move over to my screen where um, I'm currently running a time lapse. I've been doing this for about an hour, and let me move my mount back to the spot. And we need to go probably north first, get down some, and then west. So we're going to, and now let's try west and a little north. And I'll show you what I'm looking at. I went too far. I'll overexpose before we get started. But we've got some solar rim activity, not a lot, but here and here that I hope to get, along with anything that might happen around this sunspot, which doesn't look all that hopeful, but one never knows. So that's clear skies is going to bring me outside, and here I am. Actually, I'm inside, but let's get this show on the road. Actually, let's move over. We're going to need to go south a little. Got to go up, and then we're going to need to go east. Oh, crap, wrong way. It's going to take me a while to get the hang of it again. There we go. Now we want to go east. Okay, so we're going to go to capture, start capture, and we're at 222. When I stopped it, decided to do a live video, and that's what we're doing. We got an 18-second pause, so let's move it south, or let's move it east some, and then let's move it south a little. There we go. I'm just kind of keeping these crosshairs centered on the sunspot to minimize the software cropping that goes on with the align software, the software that registers all of these TIFF files that I'm going to have when AutoStacker converts the AVIs to TIFFs. And they need to be stacked. Let me get this out of my way. And we're going to need to go south a little, and then east. Too far. Okay. We are having really great weather in South Carolina, and it looks like it's going to be that way all next week if Hurricane Fiona doesn't come. I don't even know much about it, but it's that time of year when we usually get the effects of a tropical storm. Okay, we need to move this when this capture stops, and we need to go west a little. And not a lot. And let's go north. Okay. I'm only interested in getting about 250 images or AVI files because I really don't anticipate this being a big hit. I think what I'm going to do is see what time is it. I've got 11:20, 12:20, 1:20. I have 2 hours and 10 minutes before transit. So that's plenty of time to get 215 frames, I think. No longer than they are. And last night I did some planetary imaging, and I started looking at those files today. Let's move it north and nudge it a little bit. Too much. Touch the south. The sun's pretty stable. It's on a 1 to 5 scale. I'd say seen is about 4. It's moving, but it's been a whole lot worse in the past. These are dust accumulation somewhere on the optical train, and this is on the sensor, this mark right there. When they're real defined like that, those are closer to the sensor, so that's where it is. And these are probably on the quirk, or they could be on the IR UV cut filter, but somewhere between the gotta go south here when this thing finishes. Starting to drift. And then east a little. But I will, let me see if I can't get over to a workstation. I use Castrator to open my AVI files and reduce their size. It makes it go a lot faster when I do planetary imaging. I've already done this one. Let's try this one. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. What you do is just cut out the background when you use Castrator. It's a color image, so I want to apply the RGB 24 filter to it, and let's process this. So I won't have all the background that I initially had. Going back over to my desktop, I check messages real quick, and let's head back to our sunspot, which we got away from us, so we need to go north, and we will have some cropping now. That's ventured too far away from where it was supposed to be. That's what happens when I try to do two things at one time on different computers. So it's processing this, and let's see, did I do any at all? Planetary for, that would have been last night. And Saturn, do we have a Saturn? That we did. I got to debayer this one. But I have a little Saturn up there in the corner that needs debayering. It's not debayering, it needs to be processed. Did I do it? I don't know if I've done it. It was last night late when I was playing around with it. No, just some nothing processed. Okay, let's go back to, oh good, it didn't go too far. And let's go down to, we need to go east. And that'll do for now. And let's go see where castrator is on Jupiter. Let's go back when this stops. Let's go south a little and west. More south. Okay, let's go back out to castrator. And it's not done yet. So what it's doing, it's doing its own alignment, and it's cropping out the background. So I have a much smaller file for AutoStacker to work with, and it flies through it when I do these castrator runs. So let's bring up, it's about done, AutoStacker, and let's go back over first and see. Oh, pretty good. So we need to go east a little bit. And we did. So we'll go back to AutoStacker. It's finished. So let's go to, we did Jupiter, didn't we? So we're going to go to Jupiter. And this is a castrator file. You see it down here. It's got 9Y8 castrator for castrator. So let's open that up. And you can see it's a much smaller file. Let's analyze it, and let's double stack this, and so we'll watch it go through this so much quicker than if you didn't use castrator. And this is a real slow machine. So let's go back out and see what the damage is. Oh, look, we're pretty close to being where we're supposed to be. Move it east a tad, and that'll work. Now let's go see AutoStacker on the other computer. We got about half the frames are above the line, but I'm only going to keep, I'm going to use 21%. And let's go back. Ah, Jim Dandy. I hope everybody has clear skies right now. Okay, did a little drifting on me while I wasn't paying attention. So we need to go west now. Let's see where we are. Okay, we're going to have to, let's place a AP grid, and let's, we don't want to drizzle, we just want to stack it, and let's fly through here. While it's stacking, which takes the longest time, let's, great. No drift of any consequence. We may need to move east a little bit, so I'll do it. Yeah, I think the sun is as stable as I have seen it from a scene condition point of view. And we're going to need to now move it west a tad. And probably north. When this image is finished, we'll try nudging it a little north because it's drifting that way, and west. All right, let's go back to auto stacker, and it's done. Bingo. And so we'll bring up Registacks, and we'll bring an image in. We'll go to Jupiter. Did I lose it? Yep, crashed. And try it again. 21. Oh, this isn't going to be worth a flip. Let's do RGB balance and auto balance it. And let's flip it. And let's turn it around about there. That works. And let's take gamma. And we'll right click here. And right click there. And let's drop this a little bit. And let's push this up. And then let's bring out the histogram. And let's drag the slider up to about there. And let's bring this up a little. There we go. Okay. Now, what we want to do here, let's bring this up to all the way. Let's bring this up to almost all the way, and this one almost all the way. It didn't go. There you go. And let's bring this up. There. And let's bring this up. I want to take this back down again. And bring this one up. I've got, I can load presets. I've got 9 presets for Jupiter and a mess for Saturn that I use. But I'm just playing around because this is all that good. Let's show the full image. Okay. Now let's do some sharpening over here. And let's do some sharpening on this one. Let's do some sharpening down here. And let's do some here. Let's do all. I'll save it and take it into Photoshop and work on it from there. And ready for Photoshop. And save it. And we better get back here. Who knows where we are? Oh boy. All right, we got 16 seconds, 182. I'm going to cancel it. We have 182 to go and take my time getting back. So we need to go south. And that's good. So we're going to go start capture. 182 left. Okay. We are back. Okay. You know what those are. Cancel at 181. Well, folks, I'm not going to fight clouds. They win every time. I'm going to sign off. Catch you later. This afternoon later, if at about 2 o'clock, I'm going to see what's going on in the sky. We're supposed to have clear skies all the way into like next Friday, a week from today. So if it clears up, I may start a time lapse later this afternoon. I definitely will be imaging tonight. I will be imaging a new target. As a matter of fact, I am, let me bring up PixInsight. I took LBN 581, which is a rich nebula, in last night, and I am going through the pipeline, and so far in the weighted, this is the weighted batch processing script running. You can see what takes time. Local normalization, when you click the best quality, is going to take you some time. Getting the local normalization reference frames generated so that it can apply it to the rest of your images just takes some time. And but that's what we have. We spend a lot of time gathering the data. I don't fret the time it takes to process it. And then drizzling, I have 80 images. Well, actually I have 73. I got rid of 7 due to I didn't like them. Probably clouds or something. I kept all 03. I had all 80 03, and I lost an S2. So I lost 7. I took 80 apiece, and I only have 73 HA left, 80 03, and 79 S2. So they were 180-second images, and but the drizzling part will take 15 minutes for 80 images, so that'll be 45 minutes before that finishes. 45. It's another hour before this whole thing finishes, and it's been running for 2 hours and 43 minutes. But I will like, I think, the results, and it's worth waiting for. Okay, folks, I am signing off. I'll catch you later, and I will be live tonight if you're doing nothing. Sometime probably around 9:30. It's dark enough to start imaging. And it sort of kind of depends on what narrowband target I decide to image and where it is in the sky. Either way, I'm going to be doing some planetary imaging. And I've switched cameras again. I'm going to put the ASI 224 camera it's got a little more reach with my 5080 millimeter setup with my Smith Cassegrain. So I'll have a lot more Saturn and Jupiter to work with. But I was having problems with the camera, and I think it's working okay. I've been testing it in the house, so we'll find out. Might be the software. I've started smacking my lips. I hate that when I hear other people do it, and now I'm doing it. All right, guys, catch you later.